Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri. We're back on the farm. It is the month of May. Time to feed Mr. Romeo. See if he shows up. Give him a pet real quick. Where you at, buddy? He's out roaming the neighborhood looking for bunnies. Well, either way, like I said, it's a new month. And we finally got pretty much all of the equipment put away. It's all washed. We did a little bit of organizing. We got rid of, well, we didn't get rid of the stuff. We got it all stacked up, nice and neat. Like I said, everything's washed, put away, including the mowing and, well, I didn't wash the baler. Only because it still has a partial bale in it. And I didn't want to get it wet. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But the original baler on the farm, we got that all washed up. We can get it sold if we need to. The same with the mowing equipment. We do need to upgrade our tedder and windrower at some point. But yeah. We have a little bit of, let's take a look here. Oh my gosh, we got 12,000 liters of milk. I think we need to take care of that today. The food in the cow barn is looking pretty good still. We're not even close to being empty. Well, 12,000 liters, to me, that's close to being empty. But we also have some cheese there. We need to get rid of that stuff. We should probably do it. This is also the month that I think we get the best price of wool at the spinnery. Yep. So let's go ahead and we'll grab the wool. We'll grab the goat milk here. We'll get all that loaded up. We'll come back and we'll grab the milk from the dairy over here. Or I should say, you know, from storage. And take it to the dairy. So yeah, let's get to it. Oh, and I always forget to do this. We've got this Dalbo power roller, and it is leased. We need to return that dag blasted thing. Okay. Because all of our fields are already rolled. Yeah, it looks like we need to do some hand loading here. I guess we'll load it up front. It's not going to hurt nothing up there. So we got about 1,600 liters of goat milk here. And I might want to try to reconfigure my trailer so that we can hold a little bit more stuff. So we'll put that there. Strap all the stuff in. Yep. And I don't know why that one pallet of... yeah, it's whatever. We got it. Alright. Let's go into town. We did ride our horses at the end of yesterday. I did not record that, but we will do possibly record some riding today. See what goes on. Also today we'll get some some more feed and straw into the cow barn. We'll take care of that. Don't want them to run out. And to be honest, 12,000 liters for me is like basically empty. I like to try to keep it fairly well topped off. If it gets below half, we need to fill it up some more. We'll just enjoy the ride. Neighbors' cows are looking pretty good. Nobody coming from the left. Alright, the spinnery, we're gonna have to try to figure out where that's at. But we should probably do that first, because all the different cheeses and goat milks that we got, it's all shelf-stable stuff, We don't deal with subpar quality. We make sure the stuff lasts. Ha! No, we need to actually probably sell the stuff as soon as we get it, instead of holding on to it. But yeah, let's just stop here for a second. Let's look to find the spinnery. Let's go to the prices. We got the wool. Bale sell point. I thought we could sell this at like a spinnery or something. Where is that at? Because that's the only place I guess we can sell it. Okay, we're not too far away from it. And we'll have to do the same thing with the supermarket. I'm not sure where that location's at the moment. Some places we have not been to yet, so... Okay, it's on the back side of that yellow building there. Train tracks don't get blockaded by us, we'll be alright. Okay, so there's the point. Okay, so this must be like the animal dealer too. So go ahead and sell all of that stuff. Put the strap back on it. We got an 8, 9, 10, about $11,000 worth of product there. It's not too bad. And now let's go up to not goat. I need goat bottled. So we could take it to the town of Marshall. The price is only $2 difference. But we'll tag the supermarket. We'll take everything there. Okay, the supermarket's over just on the other side of the railroad tracks. Alright, train crossing is good. And we will wait for the car to go through. We've got to go to the back side of our dairy to load up our different cheeses and such. Oh, excuse me. We gotta also unload the 2 milks. Let's get those unloaded first. I know this is the place for the dairy. Maybe they're too high. Let's drop them down. Yep, too high. There we go. We got those loaded up. Excuse me, folks. I'm doing some work here. Please disregard my diesel exhaust. There we go. So we got a few more here. Yeah, we were running short on funds. And also one of the things we're going to do today is there's a couple of contracts that I saw that would be nice to do. So, yep, we're doing good there. Let's go ahead and finish loading that up. And we'll head on to the dairy. Excuse me, folks. Big rig coming through. Okay, small rig coming through. Take a look left, right. We're doing good. Let's go to the back side of the supermarket. That's a nice $25,000 payday there. Cool. All right, now we got to go grab our cow milk and bring that over. We'll be right back. Whoa! Sorry there, Amazoni. Sorry. All right. Let's go ahead and get this unloaded. And while we're here, let's just go ahead and check on the dairy real quick. It's been a hot second since we've been here. Let's go to the things that we own. Okay, so we got no butter being made. That's all right. We're making cheese. Okay, we got goat milk. That's being in production. All the rest of the things are turned off. If we wanted to make some sugar or some chocolate, we just need some sugar. So yeah, our dairy production is not keeping up for the milk, which is all right. So I would say almost every other month we could take a load of milk over. Where could we sell the milk at? Let's just go up to milk, down, milk. We could take it to the bakery to sell it. But since we own the dairy, we can't do anything about that. That's fine. I wonder what would happen. And this is one of those weird things. It's like, since we're making cheese, do we have the output if we activate the cheese or the butter? Because to me, if we're allowed to make all this stuff from the different milks, I could understand making cheese. It takes a little bit of time. They've only got, so many machines in there. But for the butter, let's do a test and let's see if we'll activate that as well. Maybe we can get the same production rate for both of these if we made cheese and butter, and maybe we could also do some milk, because having 120,000 liters of milk or 140,000 liters of milk in here, and if we fill it up and the cheese doesn't, we can't produce that much, And you know, it to me we should be able to have this drop down at a fairly steady rate versus our little cattle production is overproducing the amount of milk required at the spot. So let's give that a shot. Let's set both of them up, and if those work out pretty well, and uh, I want to say in April, I want to say it was the beginning of April, I went and cleared out the production point. So yeah, let's give that a shot. Let's see how many pallets of stuff we get next month. I know some productions like the small and not the sawmills, but there's other ones that if you have multiple things running in them instead of just one, it begins to effectively reduce the quantity everything is made. So if you got two things running, each one runs at 50%. If you got three things running, they're all running at 30%. Which to me is kind of crazy, but it's what the game does. There's other productions out there that you could sit there and load it up, have everything running, and they all run at the same speed, which is full production. I don't know why others decide to reduce the amount by how many productions are running. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, let's get back to the farm. We'll get the little tanker set back up at its usual location. And yep, on the radar. It may not be this year. Maybe next year. I'm not sure. The first thing we need to upgrade is our mowing slash grassland equipment. We need to get a new windrower and new tedder. And we'll just leave the truck there. So those are on the list first before we buy... Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Before we come in here and buy this Mack truck. Or we come down and buy the Volvo, but the Volvo is double the price. Yeah, you can go faster with it, 55 versus 49. But yeah, I think we buy the Mack sometime because it's got the hitch set up to where we can pull the trailer, so we can take all the different dairy stuff up there, load up the trailer, do unloading. Yeah, I think this would work out pretty swimmingly. I've never used this style before. It's always been the little tanker. Yeah, it holds, and this we would have to change the capacity on it. I don't ever see our dairy getting to 40,000 liters at a time. We'll still keep the little tanker for doing other things. But for right now, let's take a look at some things here. And before we get too far, I want to do this. Yeah, we want to go here. And there's a reason for why I did that. So we have a couple of oh, I could keep it there. Okay. We may do that. I still wish, and that may be a mod that shows what type of equipment it is that you get for the contracts. We're definitely we're down to $45,000, and we're draining money right now. We really are. So I think if we can get a couple of contracts going, we can get this Deutz-Fahr with the big weeder and a weight. We only lose $1,000 to $32,000 on that one. And the field is just right across the road. Then there's this one that's just up the road that we could get the nice Fendt 1100 along with the weeder. I think if we do a couple of contracts today, let's go ahead and borrow the items for that one. Oh, they're at the store. Dag blasted. Okay, we can do things. I can have them delivered to our place here. Oh, weeding contracts are so messed up right now. So messed up. And then we'll get this one as well. And what we'll do is we'll teleport up to the field and we'll have them drop it off at this road. So let's go up there right now. Let's go to field 40. We'll visit that one. And I need to get our orientation. We need to come on down to over here. And I probably won't be able to get this set up here, but we'll find out. Store deliveries should be on. Yep, and I think I see the purple marks there. Yep, we're gonna have everything delivered up here for this field contract stuff thing. Yes, all that stuff. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and grab that one. We're going to back out because I want my mouse. We're gonna borrow the items so they get delivered up there. Okay. And they're there. Oh, good. It is the big boy. It is the big boy. That's very nice. All right. Ooh. So now we're going to get this contract set up over here. Or not contract, store location. Then we're going to come back over to our map. And the three things we need are right here. Let's go ahead and reset that. Take that, reset that. And take that, reset that. Okay. So there we go. Go ahead and we'll get this thing started. And we're going to put the AI worker on this because, you know, you drive a wheeled tractor, you drive a wheeled tractor. But the track boy, that one's mine. And then when we're done up there, we're going to come on down and help this guy out. And we'll complete the two contracts. Hopefully, pretty much at the same time. Okay, where's the approach at? This field, I think it's way over here. Yep, right there at the bridge. We'll get them started up, and then we'll go to ours, and we'll just set the radio. Kind of wanted to watch that guy do his thing first. That's interesting. It's not allowing me to do this. Well, I mean, it looks like we're still getting rid of some of the weeds that are in here. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let the AI continue on this one. And we're gonna continue to take care of like our horses and feed our cows, and when that contract's done, then it's probably time to move on to the next month. I thought I'd be able to help out that AI worker, but apparently not. We'll just drive this over to the farm just because I'm in a driving mood. The 1100 Vario is a very good tractor to drive. Yep, we'll just let the AI worker continue on that field. They're at 93%. It has gone up since they started. It started off at 90 if I remember correctly. So yep, we'll just park this guy right here. And yep, it's a good tractor. It's a good tractor. In fact, I want to do this for the grams, you know. Bam. Little screenshot action. Yep. Anyway, let's get our HUDs back on. That way we can see when they're done with the contract. So we'll collect ours. And the nice thing is we set it up there so we know exactly which equipment was for which one. So we'll collect that one. And we'll jump in the big John Deere. We'll hook up to our mixing wagon. And we'll get our cattle fed. Let's see if I can squeeze in there. I don't have the duals on it this time. There we go. Yep, look at the babies. We got the babies. And now we're out of food. We're just going to get this guy set up over here. And I cannot remember if I bought an actual bell fork or not. Let's take a look at our equipment. Okay, we got the quickie, the big shovel, two of these are located up at the car wash. So if you ever need to know where they are, they're at the car wash. And then yeah, that guy didn't exactly work out as well as I thought it would. So let's just go ahead and we will buy an actual bell setup. Which one do we want? The Bell King's a good one, because then we can do square and round bells, and that's what we got. I don't like the these ones here because it's just weird, I guess. The auto loading ones, you come up and you go up to a thing and you know what? Let's try it on this map. Let's try it. Pro bell grab. What's the difference between this one? Okay, this one's square, this one's round. That's why I don't like them, because then I'm having to switch between square and rounds, you know? This one... I haven't used this one before. That's for a telehandler. That's for the front loader. You know what? Let's try this guy out. And then the JCB pack. Yeah, let's try this one out. And for 3,500 bucks. All right, I'll grab the little John Deere that could. We'll get the front disconnected because we don't need that. We're still taking our bells from the silage over here, and we don't need to be zoomed out that far because that was for when we were doing the lime spreading last month. Okay, I think this guy's going to be fun to use. I like these style of bell grabs. Alright, let's I think these were, let's grab 3 of these. Let's grab 1 of these. And then we'll grab 1 of these. There we go. There we go. Kind of get ourselves situated here. Alright, this requires 2 hands. I may need my back weight on this thing. Stop. Back up. There we go. Alright. There goes the chopper. Good on our mix ratio. we're at 41% grass. It's a little more straw than I kind of want, but I mean, it works out. The ratio is pretty good. Okay. 23.5. Yep, that weeding contract's still going up. We're making money on it, so can't complain with it. Yep, three little bells of silage, one big bell of grass, and then one round bell of straw. So that's kind of until we get a bigger mixing wagon, which I mean we're definitely going to be doing that. Those ratios work out pretty well. Let's go here. Let's see the cow barn. We can go ahead and get another load set up. I would be absolutely fine with that. I like playing with the new toy, and that new toy is actually working out really good. The Alma bell forks that I usually use, the first grapple, they work great. Oh, why am I doing that? Oh, yes, because I need to go to the locations to get the stuff. So we'll grab 3 more of those. One of those. One of those. But yeah, the this Bell King, Alma Bell King works great for that. If you put like 6 round bells on there or 6 square bells, it can get dicey. The thing will like to vibrate on you. Not in a good way. This guy here works great for transporting, but for loading up the wagon, not so much. It's a good stacker. This guy is more for the silage side and the loose straw and grass, which is fine. These are just bell grabs for transporting stuff. The log forks, you know, these are all right, but again, you know, it's round and square. You can't use them on the other ones. This one, I mean, yeah, it's a silage cutter. Yeah, you can just grab a chunk out of there. But at the same time, it's only loose stuff. So this guy can be used for holding anything. As we sit there and let it scroll through, it does not look like it does bales. Let's go back to it. I don't see any bale thing here. It's loose stuff. So this guy here, I bought on a different farm of mine. Still loose stuff. I was expecting it to work for bales, and it does not work for bales. This guy will, with a round bell cutter, bales can be fed directly into the barn. So yeah, some of these, you would think that the grapple would work great for bales, but they don't, unfortunately. Again, this one is for round bells only. This one's for both. That's why I like these style. But yeah, that little guy that we got, working pretty good. Let's get this other one loaded up. I may have to go get the back weight for that thing. It's hilarious. I love it. Because we're dealing with 7,000 pounds here, 7,000 liters of silage. Yeah. That's awesome. I love tilt forward. There we go. That's why I don't mind this little tractor, but if you're doing stuff on a regular with a lot of things, need a lot of weight, even sometimes the rear weight isn't enough. Let's see if that's high enough to go over. Yes, it is. There we go. Just got to give her a little shaky, and it comes off of the forks. Do a little something different here. Alright, it's taking it. It's going. There we go. And if I get the bigger mixing wagon with the extension on the top, I'm going to have to go to a different setup, because this tractor is not going to support it. What are you guys doing? All right. We'll get you into the barn, we'll get you unloaded, get them filled up, and then we'll go back and we'll probably end up having to do the contract ourselves. Because they'd be stuck for some strange reason. Let's kill that. Let's go. I guess we'll take over for these yahoos. Now let's see if there we go. And we were set up in that location right there. So just trying to take a look to see where stuff is. Looks like it's right there. Let's set ourselves up. Alright. Because it looks like everything to our right is done. Oh. Let's lower that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll do this ourselves. Come on back when she's done. Alright, we are finally done with that contract. Watch this thing fold on up. And we'll go back in here to our contracts. Collect on that bad boy. Fertilizing, hoeing, an additional weeding job for $2 grand. My gosh. Yeah. But yeah, we will go ahead and also, we got to take care of the horses. Last month I did take care of the chickens. They were, when I checked on them, they had like 50 liters of food left. I was like, oh no! But we'll pull these eggs off to the side. And let's go ride a horse. Take care of one of these guys. Yeah, we'll ride this one first. Sure. The horses are one of the animals that really take the longest on this farm. I mean, all the other ones, we can sit there and take a look at our corn crop over here. Yeah, we just need to feed them. You know, get rid of the eggs, pull the wool and the milks out of the productions. But these guys, and don't get me wrong, I like horses in general as, you know, used to ride them on the rare occasion growing up. But for this farm, riding these horses for achievements as well. We've got all the jumping ones, now we just need the 50 kilometers of riding. Yeah, they just take a while, you know? Yeah, and I understand that, you know, we don't need to ride these on a daily basis, or monthly basis, I should say. But, I mean, we got them. We'll ride them. Probably do another time lapse here, like we did one other time when we, hey, cool. That one's done. One other time in a video. Well, come on. Don't get stuck on the fence. Yeah. We'll throw on some cowboy music this time. Let's get going. Horses are done. We got a little bit more money back in the bank account. Got a couple of contracts. And just as a review, our fields, because we plowed them, do not need to be weeded. Everything is nice and pretty and clean. We do need to check on the nitrogen level. Yep. Okay, we need to get some nitrogen down for the fields. So we'll rent another. This time we're going to go liquid. We're going to go liquid nitrogen here. Yep, says nitrogen's bad. This one's soybeans, so we don't have to worry about the soybean field. Says nitrogen's perfect. This one over here is sorghum, if I remember correctly. Or is it oats? This one's oats. Okay. So yes, we will need to do our 2 grass fields and our... It says it's okay. But let's go ahead and get a fertilizer spreader rented. Let's take care of the fertilizing. And I rented this on another farm and it worked out really well. I like renting different pieces of equipment. This one here does not have the pulse width modulation for spraying. This one here does. But we don't need the weed seeker, so we can keep that off. We can go 33,000 or 33 meters, 33,000 millimeters, I believe. Because each meter is 1,000 meters. So yeah, 33,000 or 1,000 millimeters. Yeah. 100 centimeters, 1 meter. Yeah, 33,000 millimeters. Ha! Yeah, put that in the width description. So yeah, that one's 33 meters. The last one I rented, like I said, was this guy here. And we can only go to 28. That little bit extra width would be nice. This guy here, this one's only for weeding. This guy here is also for weeding. The Verenlands. The Hardy here, we can do that. And it's only 24 meter. This Hardy here goes to 33 meter. And it, let's go there. So that's 105,000. Yeah, we're going to rent this guy here. We're going to go to 33 meter. We're going to go to pulse width modulation. We're going to go ahead and lease this bad boy for $5,000 or 4,500. Okay. And it holds 4,000 liters of fluid. We don't need herbicide. Let's try the Helm brand. I mean, we're kind of doing that for a lot of the stuff anyway. So we'll buy 2 for the Helms. Okay, let's go grab the John Deere's in there. Let's grab the case. I think the case will work just fine on this guy. Yeah, last time I was, I think last year, I forgot to fertilize stuff, or I forgot to weed stuff, or, you know, forgot to lime stuff. Forgot to do one step of the process last year. And this year we're actually going to get it all. Oh, come on. Are we really that far off? I guess so. And now we get to load it up. So we got, what did I say, 3 fields to do? Let's take a look at the map here. Oh, we could even do this one as well. This one here for the nitrogen. It says it's perfect. So, yeah, that nitrogen field's perfect. This one, oh yeah, this one was sorghum. So yeah, just the 3. The oats and the grass. So yeah, we'll be fine. Go ahead and get the grass field closest to the farm, get that taken care of, and then we'll jump across the way and get the other grass field and the oats. And I think it's going to be a nice time to throw some music on. So let's get our steering assist set up. And we'll go. fertilizing. And as you can see, when we got to our oat field, I did a small, quick test. And noticed that we had a little bit of crop destruction. So, went and changed out the tires to narrow. And it cost us $1,000. I'm not too worried about that. That way, the next time we have some fertilizing to do, we got the tires. We'll get this back to the farm, get it emptied out, and see what else we got to do for the rest of the month. I mean, it's only, 10 o'clock. 10:09 actually. We'll make sure to empty out our fertilizer before we return it. See if we can kind of be a little smart. Straighten it out a little bit better. There we go. 'Cause I kind of wanted to put it over with the rest of the oh, and I didn't realize I had fertilizer there. Oh well, cool. I thought that was herbicide. But, regardless, boom. We got more fertilizer. Let's go ahead and we'll disconnect that boy right there, call up the shop, have them come get it. Yeah, I know our tractor's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Man, it's still nice and shiny and wet from when we pressure washed it last month. So let's go ahead and get rid of the seeder spreader, fertilizer, applicator. There we go. Something. We used it for 0.4 hours. We'll go ahead and return it. Next year we may be buying a new one. We'll figure out what we're going to buy. I don't think we have anything else leased. Nope. We're good to go. Let's check our map. Our wheat field is looking great. Our grass field, I mean, now it says that it should be perfect, which is what we want. This one, perfect. Our oat field, perfect. Our wheat field, perfect. It says it's bad right there. We could have used it there, but what growth stage are we in on our wheat field? Does it show there? Oh, that one's barley. That's right. Let's go take a visit. Let's give it a quick look. We're in 7 of 8. Next month will be harvest time. So yeah. We are done with our fields for the month of May. We got fertilizing. All of the lime was done in April. We do have our soybeans growing over here. We got a few spots that, making corners and stuff that, the planter kind of missed, but we're looking good. Some narrow crops must be like 18-inch centers or something, because I know my foot span isn't that wide, so yeah, it must be like 18 or 20-inch centers. Should get a good yield of soybeans out of this. We still got all of our silage. We will be selling. Actually, no. The next crop that we do for corn, we won't be cutting into silage. We got other plans for that. But yeah. I thank you all for joining me today. It's been a pleasure recording this series for you all. We're in year 2. And we plan on going till at least year 6, 7, 8, 10. To infinity and beyond. Something like that. But yeah, thank you all for joining me again today. Like I said, we got the like button. I would greatly appreciate if you were to hit that little icon along with the subscription if I am entertaining you all. We have a Discord channel. Would love to have you there as well. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.